Hello guys, good morning. This is Patrick, your teacher once again. I hope we are all doing well. Today we'll be looking at something little on personal expenses or personal budgets. It's very important that as people that work, we plan a simple budget for ourselves and our families. This budget will have to take into consideration our incomes and our expenses, and this should be detailed so that we know exactly what we are doing. So it's a very simple budget that we are going to study this morning, a very short one. So the budget is going to be in two sessions. We are going to have the income section and we are going to have the expenses section. So the income section basically has to do with the monies that we receive. If we are salaried workers, we are wages workers, we have to make sure we know exactly how much we are supposed to be earning. So if it's 1,000, 2,000, whatever amount, we put it in that column and ensure that that's exactly what we are earning. So if it's about one line of stream of income, you put it there, and that's going to be the income section. Now when you go to the expenses section, that's where we need to classify exactly the expenses that we get every month, every week. So for example, you can have expenses that has to go with your utilities, have expenses for fees, expenses for bills, certain bills apart from the normal utility, electricity and water. You also need to get a line for, let's say, church. If you are a Christian, tithing, you have to get a line for maybe gifting, charity that you give. And these are things that we need to specify. It should be clear enough so that when you pick up your income, you know exactly what you're going to use for that month. Now, as part of the expenses column, I always advise people, especially those of us who are working, to have a portion for savings. And as I said in previous discussions elsewhere, we are supposed to at least have 10% of that income that we state at the top as part of our savings. If you are working and you don't save 10% of your income, that should be the least. There's a probability that you start having challenges in the future, because there may be times that you are going to be hit by certain unexpected circumstances. And if those circumstances come in and you don't have that 10% saving that has built up as part of your expenses over the years, you are going to be now falling on other friends and families to support you, and that is not something that we want to do, and that's not something that you are watching today are wanting to do, because it's not something that, as a matter of fact, working for several years, you still have to go to people to beg for something that you could have prevented. So that should be part of your personal expenses. So I'll go by it again, two columns or two main classes of the personal budget or personal finance budget. One is your income, and that has to do with your salary. If you have other businesses that you're working, the income that you get from that section, that will form the first part of your income. Now the second portion has to do with expenses. They should be clearly spelled out in the month of January so that you will follow through to the month up to December. If along the line you get increment in your income, you need to go and update that portion. If your expenses go up because of maybe sickness, because of certain target that you set for yourself along the year, let's say you want to go to school, it's also part of your budget in January, you need to go and update it. There should always be a match-up of your income and your expenses. When there's a deficit, it means that you are not going to find other means to support that deficit. Most of it are not. When the other means to support the deficit is not spelled out, that's where we find ourselves going after avenues that are not right. Let's say getting into fraud just support our lifestyle. Your lifestyle should always go in line with this simple budget that you prepare for yourself. And I believe that when we are able to do this, I believe life will be good for all of us in the year 2019. If you enjoyed the video, I will implore you to subscribe, to like the page, to comment. Let me know your comment about the video, so that in subsequent videos we are going to correct some of the things that we do, and we're also going to touch on other areas. God bless you for watching. Bye.